What is going on, guys? It is your boy Steven here. Today we are here for our APA Wi-Fi, APA Academy Wi-Fi, week 6. No, that's dumb. Week 5 versus Tone. So Tone's team is very scary. Let me pull it up here for everyone who doesn't know. He's got the Bulu, the Nihilego, the Raikou, the Buzzwole, the Kyurem, the Torn Eye, Frostlass, Cress, Pyroar, Aloe, and Mega Steelix. Now, he has crazy bulk and crazy offense. It's a great mix of a team, and it's really, really threatening against my kind of balanced draft. Because he could bring the hyper offense, and I might not have the proper switch-ins, or he could bring the proper bulk, and I might not have the proper moves to stall it out. Either way, let's go ahead and get into my team for him. First off, we're bringing Tetsu, the AV Escavalier with Shell Armor, so he can't get crit. Megahorn, Aerial Ace, Pursuit, Ironhead. Aerial Ace is there for the Buzzwole. Megahorn is there for stab. Pursuit is there to trap things like the Frostlass and like even get a good chunk of damage on the Nihilego. And Ironhead is just there for stab. Hits things like the Kyurem, hits things like the Bulu. Our special defense investment with the Assault Vest, we always live, I think it was a +1 HP fire from Nihilego. We also live a Specs Modest and Power Fire from Kyurem. So we don't want to have to take those hits, but we can if need be. Next up we have Cute the Toxapex, Black Sludge Regenerator, Haze Recover, Toxic Spice Liquidation, 220 HP, 108 attack, and 180 SPDEF. Now this 108 attack, so I basically did his speed creeping for his Raikou for him. And I figured out how much bulk it would allow him to run, and I ran enough attack investment to break Raikou's subs with that much bulk. Scald was a lot weaker, and Raikou has good SPDEF, so those wouldn't have broken sub. Like I could have hazed them away, but I couldn't have broken the subs, and I would be doing nothing to it. Next up, we have Dick Pinch, the Mega Pincer, Earthquake, Faint, Body Slam. So this set is wrong. I was trying to run Body Slam with a priority move, but you cannot. This set ended up being Quick Attack and Return. So, Body Slam is from the Gen 1 Virtual Console games only. And something about it. So you need to bring a Pincer over to Gen 7 from the Gen 1 Virtual Console games. But if you breed the Pincer to have the egg moves of like Quick Attack and Faint, it will not carry Body Slam onto the eggs, so you can't do both. It's unfortunate because I liked Body Slam a lot as like just a click to get some pairs, something like that in this game. But what are we gonna do? Not a problem. Our speed lets us outspeed a Nihilego, max attack to as hard as we can, and 100 HP to live a hit or two. Next up we have Panther. That's supposed to be Panther. I don't think it is correct in game now that I'm thinking about it, but that's fine. Sludge Wave, Hidden Power Flying, Earth Power, Stealth Rock. Our speed lets us outspeed a Bulu, I believe. Max speed Bulu, it seems about right. 132 special attack means we always kill Bulu with a Sludge Wave. We always kill Nihilego with an Earth Power. We always kill Buzzwole with an HP Flying. 180 HP, 28 defense, 4 special defense. I don't know why y'all want to do these videos. I woke up like an hour ago. I was moving around. I was feeling good. Can't tell you why this happens. But yeah, so our bulk is just to be bulky, take some hits. The Yachi Berry is there, so we take an HP Ice from Raikou. I don't even think we take like an Ice Beam from Kyurem, but that obviously I'm not staying in on Kyurem. Next up, we have Shiozaki, the Sarina, Rapid Spin, U-Turn, Synthesis, Trap Kick, Queenly Majesty Leftovers, Max Bang SPDEF. Plain and simple set. We need a Raikou check. This is our Raikou check. We force Raikou to switch. We have U-Turn. If Raikou is set up, we have Trap Kick to break the subs, and we have Synthesis to heal up on it. And last but not least, we have Tokoyami the Weavile with a Choice Band, Crash, Shard, Low Kick, Knockoff, Max Attack, 180 speed to outspeed a Raikou, and 76 HP. Now, this set could go either way. Like, if he brings his hyper offense, this set does work. But if he brings, like, Aloe, Cress, Steelix, this set, and Buzzwole, this set just does nothing at all. And Weavile will just be a sack at some point. So I just gotta hope he brings what I think he's gonna bring. I think he leads more towards the offensive Mons because his stall can't really break Pex as well as he would like. So Pex can sit there on like all of his bulky Mons. So I think again, damn. So I think he leans more towards an offensive build. But let's go ahead and get into this one. So here you can see he brought the Kyurem, the Buzzwole, the Nihilego, the Raikou, the Bulu, and the Steelix, so it was a more offensive build like I expected. And for my lead, I noticed that Lando destroys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon, thanks to the Yachi Berry, Raikou is included. I think he's going to notice that, and I think he's going to lead Kyurem, because I can't do anything to the Kyurem. He outspeeds me, he can Ice Beam for free. So, knowing that, I'm going to try and lead my Escavalier and catch the Kyurem lead. Because that'll give me early pressure, and I know he can't kill me with anything. Even Specs HP Fire will not do it. So he's going to go and lead out with PK Freeze, and that is indeed the Kyurem. So we do get the lead matchup right. More yawns. I'm a fucking mess. He's going to go right for that Hidden Power Fire. He's going to do a ton. He is... Choice Specs. Who would have thought? But I'm going to go for an Iron Head, and we're going to bring him down to just about nothing. That might have popped up on my screen. Get that out of here. By the way, that's a not fact. James Harden is not better than Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is... Oh, no, don't get me started. Anyway, I click Iron Head again. He switches down to Steelix. I really want to... Steelix. Raikou. I almost clicked Pursuit there, but I didn't. As soon as I clicked Iron Head, I screamed at myself and knew he was switching out. But either way, we're going to let our Escavalier die. It wasn't really worth saving. He's going to pick us off with Thunderbolt, not a problem. I'm going to go into Sarina, and I'm going to click U-turn. I know he's switching out. He's going to go into Ironhide, and it's going to be the Steelix. So we're going to get some momentum here. We're going to be able to go out into our Landorus for free and click ourselves a nice fat Earth Power. Oh, it was correct in game. Awesome. I didn't have a Landorus named Pather. Pather? Either way, Pather. Actually, Pather. Like a Pathfinder? That could be a... Okay, hold on. I'll keep that nickname in the back. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to sack the Kyurem to the Earth Power, which is awesome because Kyurem was a threat. I'm glad we led the way we did. Because it really helped us a lot being able to just get this thing kind of off the board. This thing was such a threat. I had almost nothing for it, especially if Escavalier got chipped. He's going to go back into his Ironhide. I'm going to click another Earth Power. I'm going to do about 70-ish, 75%. And I think he's going to click Rocks, but I don't know for sure. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go for our Earth Power. We're going to do our damage. A lot of damage, by the way. It's a good amount of damage. He's going to go for a Gyro Ball. This is going to do a ton because of a crit. And it's super unfortunate because I lose all my health on Landorus. Landorus can no longer intimidate something. Landorus can no longer live in HP Ice from Raikou. Either way, he's going to switch out now. He's going to go into the Bulu. And I click Earth Power again. No problem. Next turn I'm on a Sludge Wave. And I almost knew that he would switch out into Nihilego scouting for the Sludge Wave. And I should have clicked Earth Power. But I don't. I make the safe play and I click another Sludge Wave. More yawns. Oh, man. No reason. I'm not even tired. I'm literally not even tired. I woke up an hour and a half ago. I'm not. I don't get it. Either way, so we're in a bit of a predicament because he does outspeed us here, and he will be able to pick us off with the gem. So I can't let him get a boost because then I'm really in trouble. So I'm gonna go out into Toxpex, and we're gonna eat that plus the power gem. It's not gonna do like anything after leftovers, grassy terrain. He's gonna reveal the Thunderbolt here, and that's not gonna do much to me either. I'm gonna click Toxic Spikes just to get a layer up, as well as pressure him to preserve the Nihilego because the Nihilego is the only way he gets rid of Toxic Spikes. He's going to go for another Thunderbolt here, and I am going to go for the Recover. Actually, he over-predicts on this turn, and he goes for the Sludge Wave. So we get to recover up just about back to full. I guess he thought Raikou was going to come in. or Raikou, Landorus, which doesn't make sense because he's faster than Landorus anyway, so he could have freely just Thunderbolted and then Power Gem Landorus the next turn. So I don't really, maybe it was for like not letting Weavile come in or something, I don't know. But either way, he's going to go back for more Thunderbolts, and we're going to go for a Liquidation. We're going to do about 75% to this thing. Shoutouts to physical water moves instead of special water moves on Toxapex. And at this point, we are just about out of range of a Thunderbolt. So he's going to go ahead and click that. I'm going to go ahead and live that on 11, and I'm going to go for a Recover just to get a little bit of health. I could have kept recovering to get little by little back up to full, but it's not really worth it. I have Regenerator anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to live this Thunderbolt, and I'm going to fire off the Liquidation. We're going to live it at 27. After Regenerator, we're going to be back up around half, maybe a little bit below, but right around half. So the Nihilego is down. The Toxic Spikes are here to stay. The only thing I wish was that I got up. Man. I wish I got up a second layer, so things like Buzzwole were toxic, and Bulu was toxic for later on. But I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into Panther. I'm going to get the Intimidate off, and I'm going to sack off my Landorus here. It's not the best play in the world because, yeah, we Intimidate him, but we don't know what set he is. Like, if we come into Sarina next, he could still Swords Dance up on us because we can't really touch him. I do go Pex here, partially to just switch out and get Regenerator, and partially to bait him to click Woodhammer and get Recoil. I go into Sarina because I am max HP, he is -1, so his attack should tell me about his investment or his set, and he reveals that he is very much Choice Banded. There's no way a Bulu did half to a resist at -1 unless he was Choice Banded. That's still some crazy damage. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our leftovers and our grassy terrain. So we do put ourselves out of range of another Woodhammer. We are going to go ahead and Synthesis up as he goes into the Mega Steelix. Now, clicking rocks for him was pretty useless because I have Rapid Spin on this thing. So I'm going to go right ahead for a Drop Kick as I believe he clicks Gyro Ball. But at -1, we're max HP. It's kind of going to bounce off, especially after Grassy Terrain and Leftovers. So we get our recovery. We go back up to probably like 140 something. Yeah, about 150 out of 180. And Grassy Terrain does not go away. So next turn we get more recovery. We're going to be just about at full after this exchange, which is fine by me because our Raikou check is still healthy and it is still kept in check. At this point, he is going to go back into Tapu Bulu, and I do not want my Sarina to take that damage. So it's frustrating at this point with these yawns. We don't want our Sarina to take this damage, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just sack the Weavile. The Buzzwole being in the back was the main factor of this decision, because at this point I was still thinking he was Scarf Raikou. There's a part of me that thought that. So with the Buzzwole being in the back and me not having like Flyanium on Weavile, like I just could never beat that thing. It was always there, and it was at full health at this point. So I was thinking it was like maybe a setup variant. He's going to take a bunch of recoil. He's going to take his T-Spikes damage, and I'm going to go ahead and go into Mega Pinsir. I click Close Combat here just in case the Raikou wanted to come in. We would have killed that instead of the Tapu Bulu, but he's going to stay in. He's going to let Tapu Bulu die to the Close Combat. So Mega Pinsir picks up its first kill of Draft 2. First kill of the second mini season we have it for. So he's going to go right into Buzzwole, and I know he's Cobra Berry. I know for 1,000,000% that he's Cobra Berry. It's not a surprise. In prep, we thought of Cobra Berry Buzzwole, we thought of Cobra Berry Tapu Bulu. Everything could have been Cobra Berry this week. he's going for Ice Punch, and him revealing no Rock Slide is pretty cool because Ice Punch does not kill. Fuck. Ice Punch never kills my Tapu. My Mega Pinsir from full, whereas Rock Slide would have. So later in the game, if we need to live an Ice Punch, we can. So here is going to get a bit stally because he has he has a couple of attacks on this Buzzwole, but none of them hit Toxapex. I am thinking he's Choice Scarf at this point though, with how he's just spamming Ice Punch, but turns out he's just hoping for a freeze because that's his way to beat Toxapex. But I don't even necessarily lose with a freeze because if he freezes me and then goes out into Raikou, I go hard out into Sarina, and we go from there. But here, he's getting kind of low. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, so is this going to let me have the Buzzwole or what? He's going to go for one more Ice Punch, as I believe I go for a Liquidation. Yeah. So I go for the Liquidation. It's going to do just about nothing. We get another defense drop. It doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything more after a defense drop. It's still going to do 5. It's a Buzzwole with Toxapex. So he is now going to reel the Roost, and at that point I'm like, dang. So we don't have our Toxic spikes, well, our second layer, but so he's just regular poison, so he can roost this off. So at this point I am willing to just sit here and do this if he wants, because it's a losing battle for him because he doesn't ever hit Toxapex. Like I take 0 damage from him, and I haven't burned nearly as many recovers as, like, I think we're actually tied. Like I burned 2 recovers versus Nihilego, and he's already burned 2 roosts because of the poison damage on him. I'm gonna get my second layer of T-Spikes up just in case. It might help for Raikou if I have to stall that out. He's gonna go for another Ice Punch as I click Haze, I believe, this turn, just because I have 48 of them. I don't need to click anything else. Liquidation's not doing any damage, so if PP is what it comes down to, then so be it. I have 48 Hazes, and I am willing to click every single one of them and take 90 seconds doing it. Either way, he's gonna go for Roost here, as I think I click another Haze. Maybe. Yeah, so I click another Haze, and I show him that I'm willing to just sit here and do this. So at this point, I'm at full health, and I'm going to decide to fire off a Liquidation just in case he wants to go into the Raikou. And we do get pretty lucky, and he goes into the Raikou. So I've been spamming Haze. I get why he thought this was probably a free play, but this Liquidation is actually going to do a good chunk. It's going to do like 25-30%. And the Raikou is going to take his Toxic Spikes damage. So the Raikou is really low after that because he did not call that play correctly. I'm going to go out into Sarina. No reason for me to stay in and risk my Toxapex when I need it for Buzzwole. Here, he's going to burn his Electrium Z, and that is great for me because I love my Grass types eating up resisted Z moves. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to go for that. And he's going to fire off this big fat Thunderbolt right at my poor little Sarina. But Sarina says, nah, I am too thick for that nonsense. I eat that up. So we eat that up. No problem. No problem at all. We are out of range of anything this guy wants to do. Even if he busts out like a Sub-Zero Slam or Hidden Power Ice, we probably live that. Maybe not. But he goes for the HP Ice. I believe I go for a Synthesis here. I might just go for Drop Kick or U-Turn. I go for U-Turn. Okay. So after this U-Turn damage, oh well, the U-Turn just kills. Okay, so we crit the U-Turn. I forgot about that. Again, this was a pretty meaningless turn. He died anyway. After, you know, the poison. So I'm gonna go into my Pinsir, and I'm gonna go for. He's gonna go into a Buzzwole. I know he's Koba Berry, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out just because I don't want him to have the Rock Slide, and I was still kind of worried about it. So he does go for the Ice Punch again. Now at this point, I know that he does not have the Rock Slide. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the Rock Slide, or he would have clicked it. So he is going. So the plan here is to just put him down into Koba Berry range, switch into Pinsir. I know I live an Ice Punch. And if he freezes me, I can go back in Apex because I don't have to risk my pincer. At this point, he also sends me a DM on Discord. Says he doesn't want to do the stall thing for a differential, so I can go ahead and take the win. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go out into my Mega Pincer. I know I live any hit this thing goes for, unless he does have the Rock Slide, which I don't think he does at this point. So he's gonna go for his Ice Punch. We are going to eat this up because of Pincer's good natural bulk, 120 defense. That's pretty crazy, but. At this range, he is in range of this return, no matter what. And there's the Kobe Berry, like we predicted. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick off the Buzzwole, and we're gonna win the game 3-0. Good game to Tone. Team is crazy scary. I think if I got that Kyurem lead wrong and that thing was able to come in at a later point in the game, it would have been pretty devastating for me, because that thing was an absolute monster. So I got to deal with the Kyurem early. Other than that, the game went pretty according to plan. The pivots of Pex, Sarina were able to wall what they needed to wall effectively. Honestly, it was really just Pex and Sarina this game. Lando didn't do much besides get some damage on his Steelix. Yeah, Pex, Sarina did work this game. Next week we play... Who is it? Austin, and he learns Talonflames, and he's got Coco Lucha. So that's going to be another fun one as we try to extend our unbeaten streak in the APA Academy. I will catch you guys back here next Sunday for Week 6 versus Austin. Peace.